Hi there, this is Jacob Baugh, Jacob's Ladder with Team Cardhoarder. And this week we're going to be getting back to the norm and working on a brew. I've been wanting to try out for a little bit with the way the standard metagame has been shaping up. I wanted to see if I could innovate a little and go back a few months of decks and see if this kind of deck is able to compete with a Blue-White Flash and Black-Green Delirium, which are turning out to be the majority of the metagame at this point. So, and see if it's just moving back towards Duskwatch Recruiter and Cripple with Rites, and see if that kind of deck is reasonable. It has the few new cards, but mostly older stuff that you could have played before. The biggest addition would be probably Fairgrounds Rodin. For this deck, I'm only playing 3 just because I couldn't find room for all the sweet cards I wanted. But the fourth one did make it to the sideboard. But it's certainly a added bonus to being able to find it with Duskwatch Recruiter and just be a creature for your Cripple with Rites and ramping you into it. But other than that, this shell existed in prior standards before, but it kind of fell off, and I'm not sure exactly why. I think it was mostly because Languish was running around everywhere, and it doesn't really look like anyone tried exploring this style of deck recently. So I wanted to see if it's any good. We do have one Sage Lifecrafter in here as well. I wanted to give this card a try. Seems like its effects would benefit this style of deck as well. And it's a legendary creature for Lancers. You can find it if you really want to play 2 guys for 6 mana or something like that, which definitely could come up. And its effect is pretty powerful if you in the late game. Making giant XXs could certainly be a thing you want to do in this kind of deck. So I definitely look forward to trying that out. And obviously, in this kind of deck, you just want Gideons. It's the best token producer for mana creatures, and it's just the emblem is very important for the little sweepers that do exist in this format. It's mostly just the -2/-2 to your team card, so Gideon can pretty much counter that card altogether with just dropping it for an emblem, or just all fighting through it that way. So I definitely want cards like this in the deck for sure. Even if it's not a creature for Duskwatch, it's pretty necessary. So big on the ones in this deck: 4 Loam Dryads and 4 Thurban Inspectors. Pretty obvious inclusions for any green or white deck, or for any white deck to include Thurban Inspector nowadays. But Loam Dryad hasn't really seen much play. But this deck is basically just trying to cast turn 3 5-drops whenever possible, with Flip Duskwatch Recruiter or Conduit, Cripple with Rites, and multiple Loam Dryads and other 1-drops. So it certainly could be pretty powerful. So I want to try it out in the standard right now. We also have a Lancer's package, and a Bruna and a Gisela to try and do that combo as well. Make the Brizella, but it's mostly just a small efficient creature deck and try and bury them with card advantage with Avacyn and Duskwatch Recruiter. So there's a Singleton Angel of Invention, mostly because I wanted to try this card out. This card could actually end up being better than say Avacyn in this kind of shell, because I'm not sure how good Fabricate is going to be with Cripple with Rites, but it seems like it could be pretty good. So I wanted to give it a shot, even though Avacyn is the reigning 5-drop in the deck at the moment. It deserved a test, I think, so I'm going to try that one out. We also have a Cigar Dub in here, and an additional one in the sideboard, mostly because I fear Emrakul in this kind of deck. There isn't many ways to answer it, and this deck is trying to go long as well, so you need to have something to fight the mind control effect, and I think this is the best thing you can do in this kind of deck. And not much actually removes Cigar Dub. They have to murder it, and it doesn't get quelled, which is pretty nice, so I'm going to try that card out for sure. And then go to the sideboard. We have 3 decorations for additional removal, mostly to help fight the zombie decks. I just thought it was the best one to remove the multiple... I can't even think of the name. The blue-black zombie guy who comes back from your graveyard. Amalgam. Remove amalgams from the game, but just for that reason, I just playing 3 decorations in the sideboard. Clip Wings to help fight Copters and Himmercruels. And then some Back to Natures for, again, Copter and Stasis Snare, mostly for that kind of matchup, but could come in against other things. I thought Natural State would be better than Fragmentize, just for the instant speed. Could be wrong. I could maybe want a split between them, but for now I'm just going with Natural States, so see how that works out. We have some Always Watchings to help fight through other mid-range decks. Just the additional +1/+1 should be enough to fight through all kinds of different strategies. Mostly the energy deck, where I want to leave my creatures back to block and still be able to pressure my opponent. So I like that card in the sideboard for that matchup, and maybe it'll come in against something else, but it was just something I wanted to try out in this shell, so I just put her in the sideboard. Wasn't for sure really what I wanted, so wanted to try it out. And then I have some additional legends. Linvala. It's just something great you can search for with Lancers, and it can come in against a lot of different decks, so I wanted to include it. Again, I have the 4th Warden and the 2nd Cigar Dub, like I was saying earlier. And then I have some Thalias, mostly to fight the other aggressive decks with like the red-based haste ones and other vehicle decks, but it is just another good creature that I might want to change out. If Fairground Warden's pretty poor against the deck, I just like put in these instead and run with that. So that's basically the deck. Let's get to the games.